Welcome to the audiobook, Setting Goals and Achieving Them, written and published by Rise with Wisdom, a comprehensive guide to reaching your full potential. Chapter 1, The Power of Goal Setting. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear sense of purpose, knowing exactly what you want to achieve and how to get there. Picture yourself moving confidently in the direction of your dreams, making steady progress every single day. This is the power of goal setting. It transforms your ambitions into reality by providing structure, motivation, and a clear path forward. Many people go through life without a clear direction. They have hopes and dreams, but without a concrete plan, those dreams remain just that, dreams. Goal setting is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It turns vague wishes into focused action, giving you control over your future. Why goals matter. Goals give your life purpose. They help you prioritize what's important and eliminate distractions that don't serve your long-term success. When you set a goal, you create a vision of what you want to accomplish, which in turn drives motivation and persistence. Think about the most successful people in the world. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders. None of them reached their achievements by accident. They all had a clear vision, set specific goals, and took consistent action to reach them. The ability to set and pursue goals is one of the most critical factors in success, regardless of your field or passion. The science behind goal setting. Research has shown that people who set specific and challenging goals perform better than those who simply say they want to do their best. Psychologists call this the goal-setting theory, which explains how well-structured goals increase motivation, focus, and persistence. One famous study by Dr. Edwin Locke found that setting clear and challenging goals leads to higher performance levels than vague or easy goals. This is because specific goals create a mental roadmap, pushing you to take action rather than leaving progress to chance. The two types of goals. Not all goals are the same. To fully harness the power of goal setting, it's important to understand the two main types of goals. Outcome goals. These focus on the end result. For example, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to save $10,000, or I want to start my own business. Outcome goals provide direction, but they can sometimes feel overwhelming without a clear plan. Process goals. These focus on the daily actions that lead to success. For example, I will exercise for 30 minutes every day. I will save $200 each month. Or, I will write 500 words per day. Process goals are the stepping stones that lead to achieving outcome goals. By focusing on both outcome and process goals, you set yourself up for long-term success. The first step to setting powerful goals. Before setting goals, you need to take a step back and ask yourself, what do I truly want? Many people set goals based on what they think they should do rather than what truly excites and inspires them. The key is to align your goals with your values and passions. Take a moment to reflect. What areas of your life do you want to improve? Health, career, finances, relationships, personal growth? What excites you? What challenges do you want to take on? If success was guaranteed, what would you aim for? Clarity is the foundation of goal setting. The clearer your goals, the easier it becomes to take action. Conclusion. Your journey begins now. Setting goals is not just about dreaming big. It's about taking control of your future. It's about becoming intentional with your time, energy, and actions. Now that you understand the power of goal setting, the next step is learning how to define your vision and turn your dreams into a structured plan. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the process of defining your vision, how to create a crystal clear image of what success looks like for you. Because before you start your journey, you need to know exactly where you're headed. Are you ready to take the first step? Chapter 2. Defining your vision. Before you can achieve any goal, you first need a clear vision of what success looks like. Without a defined destination, you may find yourself wandering aimlessly, unsure of what you truly want. A strong vision acts as your North Star, guiding you through challenges and keeping you focused on what really matters. Why having a vision is essential. Imagine going on a road trip without a map or GPS. You might drive in circles, wasting time and fuel, never reaching your destination. This is what life feels like without a vision. When you don't have a clear sense of where you're headed, distractions and obstacles can easily throw you off course. A well-defined vision provides direction. It helps you prioritize what's important. Motivation. A clear goal excites and drives you to take action. Clarity. It removes uncertainty and confusion. Persistence. Even when challenges arise, your vision keeps you committed. Successful people in every field have a compelling vision for their future. Athletes visualize themselves winning championships. Entrepreneurs picture their thriving businesses, and artists see their masterpieces before they create them. The power of visualization. Visualization is a powerful technique used by top performers to achieve their goals. Research shows that mentally rehearsing success can improve motivation, confidence, and even physical performance. A famous example is Olympic athletes who practice mental imagery before competing. Studies have shown that when athletes visualize themselves performing their sport at a high level, their brains activate the same neural pathways as if they were physically practicing. This mental training helps them improve their actual performance. You can apply the same principle to your goals. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your biggest goal. What does it look like? How does it feel? The more detailed your visualization, the more real it becomes in your mind, increasing the likelihood of success. How to define your vision? To create a vision that truly inspires you, ask yourself these powerful questions. 1. What do you want to achieve in life? Think about your ideal future. Where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years, or even 10 years? What accomplishments would make you feel proud? 2. What excites and energizes you? True motivation comes from passion. Identify the goals that genuinely excite you rather than what you think you should be doing. 3. What values are most important to you? Your vision should align with your core values, the things that truly matter to you. If you value creativity, set goals that allow you to express it. If you value freedom, work towards a life that gives you flexibility. 4. What does success look like for you? Success is different for everyone. For some, it might mean financial freedom. For others, it could be building strong relationships, achieving personal growth, or making a difference in the world. Define what success means to you. Turning your vision into a statement. Once you've answered these questions, turn your vision into a clear and inspiring statement. This will serve as your guiding principle moving forward. Here's an example. I see myself as a confident and successful entrepreneur, running a business that allows me financial freedom and personal fulfillment. I wake up excited to work on projects I love, surrounded by a team that supports my vision. I maintain a healthy balance between work and personal life, always striving to grow and improve. This statement is specific, inspiring, and personal. It paints a vivid picture of the future while keeping the focus on growth and fulfillment. Your turn. Write your vision statement. Now it's your turn. Take a few minutes to write a vision statement that excites you. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start with what feels right. You can always refine it as you gain more clarity. Conclusion. Your vision is your blueprint. Having a vision is the first major step toward achieving your goals. It gives you purpose, motivation, and a clear path forward. Without it, you're just guessing your way through life. Now that you've defined your vision, it's time to take the next step. Setting smart goals that will turn your vision into reality. In the next chapter, we'll break down the SMART goal framework and how you can use it to create powerful, achievable goals. Your journey has officially begun. Are you ready to bring your vision to life? Chapter 3. SMART goals, the blueprint for success. Now that you've defined your vision, it's time to translate that vision into actionable goals. The key to achieving anything in life lies in setting the right goals. Goals that are clear, focused, and achievable. One of the most effective frameworks for goal setting is the SMART system. SMART goals are not just any goals. They are designed to give you clarity, direction, and motivation to achieve them. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break down each component and learn how to apply it to your own goals. 1. Specific. The first step in setting a SMART goal is to make it specific. This means that your goal should be clear and well-defined. A vague goal like, "I want to be successful," won't give you the focus or direction you need. To make your goals specific, ask yourself, What exactly do I want to achieve? Why is this goal important to me? Who is involved? If applicable, where will this goal be accomplished? If applicable, which resources or limitations are involved? For example, instead of saying, I want to lose weight, a specific goal would be, I want to lose 15 pounds by following a healthy eating plan and exercising 3 times a week. Notice how the second goal clearly describes the desired outcome and how it will be achieved. 2. Measurable. A good goal must be measurable. This means you should be able to track your progress and know when you've achieved the goal. Without a clear measurement, it's difficult to assess how far you've come or what steps to take next. To make your goal measurable, ask yourself, how will I know when I've achieved my goal? What will success look like? Let's take the previous example of losing weight. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, make it measurable by stating, I want to lose 15 pounds by the end of the next 3 months. Now, you have a clear number 15 pounds and a time frame 3 months to track your progress. Achievable. Your goal needs to be achievable, meaning that it is realistic and within your capacity. While it's important to challenge yourself, setting goals that are too far out of reach can lead to frustration and burnout. Achievable goals push you to grow but remain possible to accomplish with your skills and resources. To ensure your goal is achievable, ask yourself, do I have the resources and skills needed to achieve this goal? How can I break this goal down into smaller, manageable steps? Is this goal attainable given my current situation? For example, if you're currently not exercising at all, setting a goal to run a marathon in 1 month might be unrealistic. However, setting a goal to run 3 times a week and increase my distance by 1 mile each week is more achievable. 4. Relevant. A good goal must also be relevant. It should align with your larger life vision and be important to you. The more relevant a goal is, the more motivation you'll have to work toward it. If your goals aren't meaningful or aligned with your values, it's easy to lose focus and get distracted by things that don't matter. To ensure your goal is relevant, ask yourself, does this goal matter to me? Is this the right time to pursue this goal? Will achieving this goal help me reach my bigger vision? For instance, if your bigger vision is to lead a healthier life and have more energy, a goal like eating vegetables with every meal aligns well with your vision and is highly relevant to your overall well-being. 5. Time-bound. Finally, your goal must be time-bound. Without a deadline, there's no sense of urgency, and procrastination can set in. A time frame pushes you to stay on track and creates a sense of accountability. To make your goal time-bound, ask yourself, when do I want to achieve this goal by? What is my deadline for success? Let's revisit the earlier example of losing weight. I want to lose 15 pounds in 3 months by sticking to my exercise and healthy eating plan. By setting a specific time frame, you create urgency and a clear milestone for success. But putting it all together, the SMART goal example. Now that we've broken down the SMART criteria, let's put it all together in a complete, actionable goal. Let's say your vision is to become healthier and more active. A SMART goal for this vision could be, I want to lose 15 pounds in 3 months by exercising 3 times a week and eating a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. I will track my progress using a food diary and fitness app to stay on course. This goal is specific: losing 15 pounds through exercise and a balanced diet. Measurable: 15 pounds and tracking progress. Achievable: it's realistic given the time frame and resources. Relevant: it aligns with the larger vision of becoming healthier. Time-bound: the goal has a 3-month deadline. Conclusion: taking action on your SMART goals. SMART goals are a powerful tool to help you achieve success. They break down large, overwhelming dreams into clear, manageable steps. By making your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, you increase your chances of success and give yourself the roadmap to follow. Now that you know how to create SMART goals, it's time to take action. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to stay motivated and focused so you can keep making progress toward your goals every day. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Let SMART goals be the blueprint for your success. Chapter 4. Overcoming obstacles. Navigating challenges on the path to success. As you work toward your goals, you'll inevitably face obstacles along the way. Whether it's external factors like lack of time or resources, or internal challenges such as self-doubt or fear, these obstacles can make the journey seem difficult. However, it's important to remember that challenges are a natural part of growth. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to how they handle these obstacles. Successful people don't avoid challenges. They face them head-on and find ways to overcome them. In this chapter, we'll explore how to navigate the common challenges that may arise as you work toward your goals, and how to build the resilience needed to keep moving forward. 1. Anticipating obstacles. One of the best ways to handle obstacles is by anticipating them before they happen. When you have a clear understanding of the challenges you may face, you'll be more prepared to deal with them when they arise. To begin anticipating obstacles, ask yourself, what potential challenges could arise while I work toward my goal? Are there any specific resources I'll need to overcome these obstacles? What actions can I take now to prepare for these challenges? For example, if your goal is to run a 5K, potential obstacles might include bad weather, injuries, or a busy schedule. By planning ahead, e.g., finding a weatherproof route, scheduling your runs, or knowing stretches to prevent injuries, you can reduce the impact of these challenges. 2. Managing time and energy. Time is one of the most common obstacles people face when trying to achieve their goals. Whether you have a busy job, family commitments, or other responsibilities, finding time to work on your goals can be challenging. Similarly, even if you do have the time, you might feel mentally or physically drained by the demands of your day-to-day life. To overcome time and energy obstacles, prioritize your goals. Recognize what matters most and schedule time for those activities. Break down tasks. Instead of seeing your goal as one large, overwhelming task, break it down into smaller, manageable steps that can be completed in shorter, more focused bursts of time. Stay organized. Use tools like calendars, planners, or apps to track your progress and ensure you're staying on track. For example, if your goal is to read 12 books in a year but you struggle to find time, commit to reading just 10 pages a day. You'll be surprised at how quickly small actions add up. 3. Overcoming self-doubt and fear. Self-doubt and fear are two of the biggest internal obstacles we face when pursuing a goal. The fear of failure, of not being good enough, or of making mistakes can paralyze you and prevent you from even starting. To overcome self-doubt and fear, try these strategies. Reframe negative thoughts. Instead of focusing on the possibility of failure, ask yourself what you can learn from potential setbacks. Reframe your thinking to view challenges as opportunities for growth. Visualize success. Visualizing yourself succeeding in your goal helps build confidence and reaffirms that it's possible. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfectionism can be a huge barrier. Focus on small, consistent progress instead of waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect performance. Challenge your inner critic. Whenever a self-doubting thought arises, challenge it with a positive affirmation or a rational counterpoint. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough to achieve this," counter with, "I'm capable of learning and growing, and every step I take brings me closer to my goal." Remember, everyone experiences fear and self-doubt at some point. The key is not to let these feelings control you. 4. Building resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep going in the face of adversity. Life will inevitably throw obstacles in your way, but your ability to persevere is what will make the difference in whether or not you achieve your goals. To build resilience, stay flexible. Plans don't always go as expected. Be open to adjusting your strategies if something isn't working. Learn from setbacks. Instead of seeing obstacles as failures, view them as opportunities to learn. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this experience that will make me stronger next time? Celebrate small wins. Every achievement, no matter how small, is a step forward. Celebrating progress, even incremental, helps keep you motivated during difficult times. 5. Using accountability for support. Having someone to share your journey with can make a huge difference in how well you manage obstacles. Whether it's a friend, family member, or accountability partner, having someone who holds you responsible can help you stay committed and push through tough moments. Here are some ways to incorporate accountability into your goal setting. Share your goals. Telling someone about your goals makes them more real and puts you in a position where you're more likely to follow through. Check in regularly. Set up regular check-ins with your accountability partner to discuss your progress, share challenges, and celebrate successes. Join a community. Being part of a group of people working towards similar goals can provide support, encouragement, and shared resources to help you overcome obstacles. 6. Accepting imperfection. Perfectionism is often an obstacle that stops us from making progress. We may fear that if we don't achieve perfection, we've failed. But the truth is, imperfection is part of the journey, and perfectionism only prevents us from moving forward. Accept that mistakes will happen and use them as stepping stones to grow. By focusing on progress over perfection, you allow yourself the freedom to learn, adapt, and succeed in the long run. Conclusion. Overcoming obstacles with confidence. Obstacles are an inevitable part of any journey, but they don't have to be roadblocks. With the right mindset and strategies, you can navigate through challenges and come out stronger. By anticipating obstacles, managing your time and energy, overcoming fear and self-doubt, building resilience, utilizing accountability, and accepting imperfection, you will be prepared to face anything that comes your way. In the next chapter, we'll discuss the importance of taking consistent action and how to keep yourself moving forward, no matter what challenges you face. Remember, obstacles aren't meant to stop you. They're meant to help you grow. Embrace the challenges, stay focused, and keep pushing toward your goals. Chapter 5. Staying consistent, the power of daily habits and routines. One of the key factors in achieving any goal is consistency. It's easy to get motivated at the beginning, but the real challenge lies in maintaining that momentum over time. That's why daily habits and routines play a crucial role in turning your goals into reality. In this chapter, we'll explore how developing consistent habits can keep you on track, even when motivation fades, and how small daily actions can lead to big results. 1. The importance of consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up. It's about showing up every day, even when it feels tough or you don't feel like it. As the saying goes, success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Think about any successful person you admire, whether they're a famous athlete, entrepreneur, or artist. What sets them apart isn't their talent or intelligence. It's their ability to keep pushing forward day after day, regardless of obstacles or setbacks. Consistency allows you to make steady progress toward your goal, even when it feels like you're not seeing immediate results. It's the process of doing the work, even when the excitement of the initial goal-setting phase has worn off. The key is to focus on the process and trust that consistent effort will eventually lead to success. Building daily habits for success. Creating positive daily habits is the foundation of consistency. The goal isn't to rely on bursts of motivation, but to develop a routine that keeps you on track, no matter how you're feeling that day. To build daily habits that support your goals. Start small. If you're trying to read more, don't commit to reading a whole book in a day. Start by reading for 10 minutes each day. Over time, this small habit will grow and become a natural part of your routine. Make it specific. Vague goals like work on my goal aren't actionable. Instead, set clear, specific actions like write 500 words or spend 30 minutes exercising. The more specific your habit, the easier it is to follow through. Consistency over intensity. Focus on showing up every day, even if you can only dedicate a short amount of time. It's better to practice something for 10 minutes each day than to try to cram hours of work into one session and burn out. For example, if your goal is to get in shape, aim for a daily 20-minute workout rather than an intense 2-hour session once a week. A little bit of effort every day compounds over time, leading to greater results. 3. Creating a routine that supports your goals. Having a set routine helps eliminate decision fatigue, which is when you feel overwhelmed by the number of choices you have to make. When your actions are part of a routine, they become automatic, and you don't need to rely on motivation to get started. Here are some steps to help you create a daily routine that supports your goals. Set a fixed time. Choose a specific time each day to work on your goal, whether it's early in the morning, during lunch, or before bed. Consistency is key, so try to stick to the same time every day. Prioritize your most important task. Identify the one task that will bring you closest to your goal and make it the first thing you tackle each day. This ensures that even if other things come up, you've already made progress toward your goal. Incorporate the task into your daily life. If your goal is related to health, make it a routine to drink a glass of water or stretch before you start your workday. If it's a financial goal, set aside a specific time to review your budget or track your spending. A well-structured routine eliminates distractions and increases your efficiency. Over time, these habits become second nature, and you'll see significant progress without having to think twice about it. 4. Overcoming the motivation trap. Many people wait for motivation to strike before they take action. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. Some days you'll feel motivated, and other days you won't. Waiting for motivation to be the driving force behind your actions can lead to inconsistency and procrastination. The key is to take action regardless of how motivated you feel. This may sound counterintuitive, but taking action without waiting for motivation often sparks the motivation itself. The more you do, the more momentum you build, and the easier it becomes to keep going. When motivation fades, remind yourself of why you started and focus on building the habit. Even when you don't feel like doing the work, remind yourself that consistency will lead to results, even if you don't feel motivated every single day. 5. Tracking your progress. One powerful way to stay consistent is by tracking your progress. When you can visually see the progress you're making, it reinforces your commitment and helps you stay motivated. Tracking also allows you to adjust your approach if something isn't working. Here are some tracking strategies. Use a habit tracker. Create a simple chart or use an app to track how consistently you're working toward your goal. Seeing the streak of days or weeks you've completed will encourage you to keep going. Set milestones. Break your goal into smaller, measurable milestones. For example, if you're writing a book, set a target for completing one chapter each week. As you reach milestones, celebrate your progress. Reflect regularly. Take time each week or month to reflect on your progress. This will help you see how far you've come and adjust your strategy if needed. Tracking is not about perfection. It's about consistency and recognizing the small wins that accumulate over time. 6. The role of accountability. Having someone hold you accountable can significantly boost your consistency. An accountability partner can be a friend, colleague, or coach who checks in with you regularly to see if you're staying on track. Accountability keeps you committed and motivated, especially on days when your enthusiasm wanes. Here's how to use accountability effectively. Set regular check-ins. Agree to update your accountability partner every week or month on your progress. Knowing you'll have to report on your actions encourages you to stay on course. Share your struggles. Don't just talk about your wins. Also, share the challenges you're facing. An accountability partner can offer support, guidance, or a fresh perspective when you hit obstacles. Having someone to share your journey with helps you stay focused and reinforces your commitment to your goals. Conclusion: consistency is key. Consistency is the backbone of goal achievement. By building daily habits, creating a supportive routine, tracking your progress, and using accountability, you can stay on track, even when motivation fades. The key is not to rely on bursts of motivation, but to trust in the power of small daily actions that build momentum over time. In the next chapter, we'll discuss how to stay focused and avoid distractions, which can sometimes derail your progress. Remember, the journey toward your goal is a marathon, not a sprint. With consistency, you'll continue moving forward, one step at a time, towards success. Chapter 6. Staying focused, avoiding distractions, and maintaining momentum. In the pursuit of any goal, staying focused is one of the most important skills you can develop. Life is full of distractions. Some are external, like social media, noise, and unexpected events, while others are internal, like self-doubt and lack of clarity. In this chapter, we'll dive into strategies for maintaining focus, overcoming distractions, and keeping your momentum strong as you work toward your goals. 1. The nature of distractions. Distractions are everywhere. From the moment we wake up, we're bombarded by a constant flow of information, notifications, and demands for our attention. Whether it's an email, a text message, or the lure of social media, distractions pull us away from our important tasks. But distractions aren't always bad. Some distractions are simply part of life. The problem arises when distractions prevent you from making progress toward your goals. The trick is not to eliminate distractions completely, because that's nearly impossible, but to manage them so they don't derail your focus. Distractions can be broken down into two categories. External distractions. These come from the world around you. Your environment, technology, other people, and unexpected interruptions. Internal distractions. These are the mental obstacles that pull your attention away from your goals, such as self-doubt, negative thoughts, or procrastination. In this chapter, we'll focus on strategies to minimize both external and internal distractions so you can stay on track toward achieving your goals. 2. Creating a focused environment. One of the easiest ways to stay focused is to create an environment that supports your goals. This means reducing external distractions as much as possible. Here are a few ways to create a distraction-free space. Designate a workspace. If possible, create a specific area in your home or office where you can focus solely on your goals. This space should be free of unnecessary distractions. No phone, no TV, and minimal noise. Use apps to block distractions. Consider using apps or browser extensions that block social media or websites that tend to distract you during work hours. Apps like Forest or Focus Will can help you stay on track by limiting your access to distracting sites. Declutter your space. A cluttered workspace can lead to a cluttered mind. Take time to organize your workspace so it's clear, clean, and organized. This helps reduce distractions and creates a mental space where you can focus on your goals. Set specific work hours. Establish clear boundaries for when you will focus on your goals. If possible, set specific blocks of time each day where you dedicate yourself fully to working on your objectives. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to focus, so design your space to encourage productivity. 3. Overcoming internal distractions. Internal distractions can be more challenging to manage because they come from within. Thoughts of doubt, fear, or worry can make it difficult to focus on the task at hand. Internal distractions can also include perfectionism, procrastination, or the temptation to multitask. Here are strategies to overcome internal distractions. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings without allowing them to control you. When you feel distracted or overwhelmed, take a few deep breaths, center yourself, and return to the task at hand. Break tasks into smaller chunks. Large tasks can feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination. Instead of looking at the bigger picture, break your tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This makes it easier to focus on one step at a time, reducing mental distractions. Challenge negative thoughts. Self-doubt is a common internal distraction that can prevent you from focusing. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me? Or is this thought based on facts, or is it just a fear? Replace negative self-talk with affirmations or reminders of your abilities and past successes. Set a timer. If you find yourself getting distracted and jumping from task to task, try using the Pomodoro technique. Set a timer for 25 minutes to focus fully on a task, followed by a 5-minute break. This structured approach can help keep your mind sharp and prevent distractions. By recognizing and addressing internal distractions, you can maintain your focus and keep working toward your goals without being sidetracked by your thoughts. 4. Building mental resilience. Staying focused over time requires mental resilience, the ability to persist in the face of setbacks, frustrations, or distractions. Mental resilience allows you to bounce back from challenges and keep pushing forward, even when things get tough. Here are some ways to build mental resilience. Embrace the struggle. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Understand that challenges and setbacks are a natural part of any journey. Rather than seeing them as failures, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Stay positive. A positive mindset can help you stay focused on solutions rather than getting bogged down by problems. When challenges arise, remind yourself that you're capable of overcoming them and that persistence is key. Celebrate progress. It's easy to get discouraged if you're only focused on the end goal. Take time to celebrate small wins along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, is progress and deserves recognition. Building mental resilience doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you'll develop the strength to stay focused and push through obstacles. 5. The role of prioritization. When you have multiple goals or tasks on your plate, it's easy to get distracted by less important things. Prioritization is key to maintaining focus. Here's how to prioritize effectively. Use the 8020 rule. The Pareto principle states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Focus on the tasks that will have the greatest impact on your goal, and avoid getting bogged down by low-priority tasks that don't move the needle. Create a daily to-do list. At the start of each day, write down the top tasks you need to complete. Prioritize these tasks based on their importance and urgency. This will keep you focused on what truly matters. Learn to say no. Sometimes, staying focused means turning down opportunities or requests that don't align with your goals. Be mindful of how you spend your time and don't let distractions, whether from others or yourself, distract you from your priorities. By learning how to prioritize effectively, you can ensure that your time and energy are spent on the things that bring you closer to achieving your goals. 6. The power of rest and recharging. Finally, staying focused isn't just about working harder. It's also about working smarter. Constantly pushing yourself without taking breaks can lead to burnout, which will diminish your ability to focus. Make sure to take regular breaks. Schedule breaks throughout your day to recharge your mind and body. Stepping away from your work for a few minutes can improve your focus and productivity when you return. Get enough sleep. Quality sleep is essential for cognitive function and focus. Prioritize rest to keep your energy levels up and your mind sharp. Engage in activities that relax you. Whether it's exercising, meditating, or spending time with loved ones, make time for activities that help you unwind. This will keep you refreshed and ready to return to your tasks with renewed focus. Conclusion: focus is your superpower. In order to achieve your goals, you must learn how to stay focused despite the distractions that will inevitably come your way. By creating a distraction-free environment, managing internal distractions, building mental resilience, and prioritizing your tasks, you can maintain your focus and keep making progress toward your dreams. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to stay motivated and keep pushing forward when the going gets tough. Remember, focus is a superpower that will propel you toward success. Use it wisely. Chapter 7. Setting and achieving milestones, creating actionable steps. In the process of achieving any goal, it's easy to become overwhelmed when you think about the final outcome. Whether your goal is to build a successful career, get in shape, or achieve financial freedom, the end result can feel distant and hard to grasp. One of the most effective ways to keep yourself on track and motivated is by setting and achieving milestones. Smaller, more manageable steps that lead you toward your ultimate goal. In this chapter, we will explore how to break your larger goals into actionable milestones and how achieving them can keep you motivated and moving forward. 1. Understanding milestones. A milestone is a significant point in the journey toward your goal, a checkpoint that signals progress. Milestones are usually smaller, more immediate targets that break down a larger goal into achievable parts. These could be specific dates, tasks, or achievements that indicate you're getting closer to your ultimate objective. For example, if your goal is to lose 50 pounds, a milestone could be losing 5 or 10 pounds within a set time frame. If your goal is to start a business, a milestone could be registering your company or securing your first client. If your goal is to save $10,000, a milestone might be saving your first $1,000. The beauty of milestones is that they give you something tangible to work toward. They allow you to focus on one thing at a time, making the process less overwhelming and more manageable. When you achieve a milestone, you can celebrate the progress you've made and use that momentum to keep pushing forward. 2. Breaking down your goals. To set meaningful milestones, it's essential to break your larger goal into smaller, more manageable parts. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Define your end goal clearly. Be specific about what you want to achieve. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be fit," define it as, "I want to run a 5K in 30 minutes," or "I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months." Step 2. Determine key actions that will help you reach the goal. Ask yourself, what do I need to do to get there? For a fitness goal, actions might include running 3 times a week, eating healthy meals, or getting 8 hours of sleep each night. Step 3. Break those actions into smaller tasks or milestones. For example, to run a 5K, one milestone could be running a mile without stopping. Another could be running 3 miles, and then you could aim to run it within a specific time. Each of these smaller milestones should be achievable and lead you step by step toward your ultimate goal. By breaking down your goals in this way, you create a roadmap that guides you through the process, allowing you to focus on one task at a time and maintain a sense of direction. 3. Tracking your progress. Once you have set your milestones, the next step is to track your progress. This not only helps you stay organized, but also gives you the opportunity to adjust your approach if necessary. Here are a few tips for effective tracking. Use a planner or goal-setting app. Tools like Google Calendar, Trello, or Notion can help you organize your milestones and set reminders. Keep a journal. Writing down your progress each day or week can be motivating and provide insights into what's working and what isn't. Visualize your progress. Whether you use a checklist, a chart, or a progress bar, seeing your milestones on paper or a screen can provide a sense of achievement and remind you of how far you've come. Tracking your progress will keep you accountable and provide motivation as you see yourself moving closer to your goal. 4. Staying flexible. While setting milestones is important, it's equally important to stay flexible and adapt as you go. Life happens, and sometimes things won't go according to plan. A milestone might take longer to achieve, or an unexpected obstacle might arise. Instead of getting discouraged, view these challenges as opportunities to reassess and adapt your plan. For example, if you're running a business and one milestone is delayed, you might need to adjust your timeline or revise your strategy to get back on track. If you're trying to save a certain amount of money and a financial setback occurs, you might have to revise your savings plan or find ways to increase your income. Staying flexible and adaptable will prevent frustration and help you continue moving toward your goal, even when things don't go perfectly. 5. Celebrating milestones. One of the most powerful parts of setting milestones is the opportunity to celebrate your progress. Each milestone is a small victory, and celebrating these wins can help keep you motivated. The more you acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, the more energized you'll feel to tackle the next milestone. Here are some ways to celebrate. Reward yourself. Set up rewards that align with your milestones. For example, if you lose 5 pounds, reward yourself with a massage or a new pair of workout clothes. Share your success. Share your achievements with friends, family, or a mentor. Positive feedback from others can boost your motivation and make the process more enjoyable. Reflect on your progress. Take time to reflect on what you've achieved. Look at how far you've come since you started and take pride in your accomplishments. This will reinforce the positive behaviors and actions that have led you to success. Remember, celebrating milestones is not about boasting or being boastful. It's about acknowledging the hard work and progress you've made, which can help you stay motivated and excited about your goal. 6. The power of momentum. When you start to achieve your milestones, something magical happens. Momentum. As you check off each milestone, you build confidence and gain more energy to tackle the next step. Momentum is a powerful force that propels you forward, making it easier to achieve your larger goal. In fact, the more milestones you achieve, the more you believe in your ability to achieve bigger goals. The consistent achievement of small steps leads to greater motivation, confidence, and a deeper sense of accomplishment. Momentum can turn a daunting, long-term goal into a series of achievable steps, each one bringing you closer to success. Celebrate the journey. Setting and achieving milestones is an essential part of the goal-setting process. By breaking your larger goals into smaller, actionable steps, you make the journey less overwhelming and more achievable. Tracking your progress, staying flexible, and celebrating each milestone along the way can help you stay motivated and energized, even when the road gets tough. As you move forward with your goals, remember that each milestone is a reflection of your hard work and dedication. With each achievement, you're not only getting closer to your goal, but also growing as a person. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to keep pushing forward when things get tough and how to stay motivated when challenges arise. Chapter 8. Building resilience, overcoming setbacks, and staying motivated. In the journey toward achieving your goals, setbacks are inevitable. Whether it's a failed attempt, a missed deadline, or an unexpected obstacle, it can feel like you're being knocked off course. But here's the truth. Setbacks are not the end of your journey. They're part of it. In fact, how you respond to setbacks often defines whether you'll ultimately succeed or not. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of building resilience, staying motivated through challenges, and using setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. 1. The reality of setbacks. Setbacks are a natural part of any meaningful pursuit. When you set ambitious goals, you're bound to encounter difficulties along the way. These could come in many forms. You might experience a financial setback, a personal challenge, or even an unexpected failure in one of your milestones. Whatever the nature of the setback, the key is not to let it derail your efforts or cloud your belief in yourself. It's important to reframe setbacks as opportunities rather than failures. Every obstacle presents a chance to learn, adjust, and become stronger. Success is not about avoiding setbacks. It's about how you respond when they happen. 2. Developing a resilient mindset. A resilient mindset is crucial for overcoming setbacks. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and keep moving forward despite challenges. It's about being able to maintain a positive attitude and a sense of purpose even when things aren't going according to plan. To develop resilience, start by focusing on your internal dialogue. When setbacks occur, your thoughts can either uplift you or pull you further down. Practice recognizing negative thoughts and replacing them with constructive ones. For example, negative thought, I'll never reach my goal. Positive thought, this setback is temporary. I'll adjust and keep moving forward. Changing your mindset is a powerful tool in building resilience. It allows you to focus on solutions instead of dwelling on the problem. 3. Learn from setbacks. Every setback carries a lesson. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, try to see them as stepping stones toward success. When things go wrong, ask yourself, what went wrong and why? What can I learn from this experience? How can I adjust my approach moving forward? For instance, let's say your goal was to launch a business, but you faced a financial setback that delayed your plans. Instead of feeling discouraged, reflect on what went wrong. Maybe you didn't budget properly or didn't have enough market research. Use this knowledge to improve your approach the next time. Learning from setbacks helps you grow stronger and more capable of handling future challenges. Every experience teaches you something valuable that brings you closer to achieving your ultimate goal. 4. Staying motivated during tough times. When setbacks happen, it can be difficult to stay motivated. It's easy to feel discouraged and lose momentum. However, there are several strategies that can help you stay motivated during tough times. 1. Reconnect with your why. Remind yourself why you set this goal in the first place. What's your deep motivation? Whether it's a desire to provide for your family, create a fulfilling career, or achieve personal growth, reconnecting with your core reason for pursuing the goal can reignite your passion and drive. 2. Visualize success. Take time to visualize the outcome you desire. Picture yourself successfully achieving your goal and experiencing the joy and satisfaction that comes with it. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help you stay motivated and focused, even when things seem tough. 3. Celebrate small wins. Even in the face of setbacks, it's important to acknowledge the progress you've made. Every small win is proof that you're on the right path, and celebrating these moments can help you stay motivated to keep moving forward. Whether it's completing a task or hitting a minor milestone, take the time to celebrate your achievements. 4. Stay flexible. Sometimes the path to success is not a straight line. Be willing to adjust your plans and expectations when necessary. If something isn't working, take a step back and re-evaluate your approach. Staying flexible allows you to adapt to changing circumstances while maintaining your ultimate goal in sight. 5. Building a support system. Resilience is not something you have to develop alone. Having a strong support system can make all the difference when setbacks occur. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your goals. This might include friends, family, mentors, or colleagues. People who will encourage you during tough times and offer guidance when needed. Sharing your struggles with others can lighten the emotional load and provide new perspectives. Sometimes, just having someone listen or offer advice can help you see a situation in a new light. A supportive environment can also help you stay accountable and keep your spirits high. Positive feedback, encouragement, and constructive criticism from others can keep you motivated to continue pushing forward. The power of persistence. Persistence is one of the most powerful qualities you can develop on your journey to achieving your goals. No matter how many setbacks you face, the key is to keep going. The most successful people in the world are often those who have faced the most adversity but refuse to give up. Think of persistence as a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. As you continue to push through setbacks, you'll build a deeper sense of confidence in your ability to overcome future obstacles. Remember, success isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about having the perseverance to keep going despite them. 7. Reframe failure. One of the most important parts of resilience is how you perceive failure. Failure is often seen as the end, but in reality, is just a stepping stone towards success. Most successful individuals have failed multiple times before reaching their goals. What sets them apart is their ability to reframe failure as a learning experience rather than a definitive end. The more you reframe failure in a positive light, the less likely it is to derail your progress. Failure doesn't have to be permanent. It's just feedback, a way to adjust and try again with a better strategy. Conclusion. Keep moving forward. Setbacks are an inevitable part of any journey, but they don't have to stop you from achieving your goals. By developing resilience, staying motivated, learning from challenges, and staying persistent, you can turn setbacks into stepping stones towards success. When you face setbacks, remember that they are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to grow and improve. Keep your ultimate goal in mind, and trust that with each challenge you overcome, you're one step closer to success. In the next chapter, we'll discuss how to maintain your momentum and finish strong, even after facing adversity. Chapter 9. Maintaining momentum, staying on track, and finishing strong. As you work toward your goals, it's natural to experience moments of doubt, frustration, and even fatigue. But the key to success lies in maintaining momentum, keeping your energy high, staying focused, and pushing through even when the excitement starts to wear off. In this chapter, we'll dive into strategies for maintaining your momentum, ensuring you stay on track, and finishing your goals strong. 1. The importance of momentum. Momentum is a powerful force in achieving your goals. It's the drive that keeps you moving forward, even when the initial excitement begins to fade. When you have momentum, things feel easier. Tasks flow more smoothly, and you naturally continue making progress. Without it, even small steps feel like massive obstacles. To keep momentum on your side, you need to actively work on maintaining it. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it gains speed, it becomes harder to stop. Likewise, the more you accomplish, the easier it becomes to keep going. So, how do you maintain that momentum once you've started moving forward? 2. Break big goals into manageable steps. One of the best ways to maintain momentum is by breaking your larger goals into smaller, more achievable tasks. The idea is to focus on progress rather than perfection. When you break down your goals into smaller chunks, you create a series of smaller wins that will help maintain your motivation. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, you don't need to focus on running the full distance all at once. Instead, set a goal to run a shorter distance today, then gradually increase the distance over time. Each completed run will give you a sense of achievement and keep your momentum going. By setting smaller, actionable steps, you also make it easier to stay on track. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the big picture, You can focus on one task at a time and build up your success from there. 3. Celebrate the small wins. It's important to recognize and celebrate the small milestones along the way. When you achieve a mini goal, take the time to acknowledge it. This could be as simple as rewarding yourself with a treat or taking a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Celebrating small wins has two benefits. It boosts your motivation by reinforcing the idea that you're making progress. It prevents burnout by giving you something positive to focus on amidst the hard work. Remember, achieving a goal isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's about recognizing the growth that happens along the journey. 4. Stay accountable. Accountability is a powerful tool in maintaining momentum. When you know someone else is watching or relying on you, it can provide that extra push to keep going. Share your goals with a friend, mentor, or family member, and regularly update them on your progress. They can provide encouragement, offer advice when needed, and help keep you on track. Alternatively, you could use a journal or digital tool to track your progress. Checking off completed tasks and noting improvements can serve as a visual reminder of how much you've accomplished. This can be especially motivating during times when you feel like you're not making progress as quickly as you would like. 5. Avoid perfectionism. One of the biggest momentum killers is the desire for perfection. Perfectionism can paralyze you, making it difficult to take the next step because you're waiting for the right moment or trying to make everything flawless. The truth is, perfection doesn't exist, and waiting for it will only slow you down. Instead, aim for progress, not perfection. When you focus on doing your best rather than being perfect, you allow yourself to keep moving forward without feeling weighed down by unrealistic expectations. Remember, done is better than perfect, especially when it comes to building momentum. 6. Keep your environment aligned with your goals. Your environment plays a significant role in maintaining momentum. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals. Post pictures, write affirmations, or place motivational quotes in visible places. Having these reminders can keep you focused, especially when distractions arise. If possible, eliminate or minimize anything that might derail your progress. This might mean setting boundaries with people who aren't supportive of your goals, reducing time spent on social media, or organizing your workspace to keep you productive. By creating a goal-oriented environment, you make it easier to stay on track and keep moving forward. 7. Adapt when necessary. Sometimes things won't go as planned. A strategy may not be working, or you might find that you're not making as much progress as you expected. When this happens, it's important to remain flexible and adapt. Instead of being discouraged, look for ways to adjust your approach. This could mean seeking feedback, reassessing your timeline, or adjusting your methods. The goal is to find solutions, not dwell on the problem. Maintaining flexibility and openness to change is a key part of staying on track when the going gets tough. 8. Visualize your end goal. When your motivation starts to wane, take a moment to visualize the finish line. Close your eyes and imagine what success will look like. Picture the emotions you'll feel, the sense of accomplishment, and the rewards of achieving your goal. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps you stay connected to your purpose. It reminds you why you started the journey in the first place and gives you the energy to keep moving forward. When you can clearly see the benefits of achieving your goal, the challenges along the way seem more manageable. Stay consistent. Even on tough days, on some days, you may not feel like working toward your goal, but consistency is the key to building momentum. Even on the days when you're feeling low or distracted, make a small effort toward your goal. This could be something as simple as writing down a task or making a phone call. Small, consistent actions add up over time and keep the momentum going, even when you don't feel at your best. The trick is to avoid the all-or-nothing mindset. You don't have to do everything perfectly every day. Just doing something, no matter how small, ensures that you keep moving forward. Conclusion: push through to the finish line. Maintaining momentum is essential for achieving your goals. By breaking your goals into manageable tasks, celebrating small wins, staying accountable, and avoiding perfectionism, you can keep your energy high and stay focused, even when obstacles arise. Remember, the journey to achieving your goals isn't always easy, but the rewards of staying consistent and finishing strong are worth the effort. As you continue to make progress, keep your vision clear, adapt when needed, and take small, consistent steps forward. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to build on your success and create lasting habits to support your continued growth. Chapter 10. Building lasting habits, making success sustainable. Achieving your goals is an incredible accomplishment, but the real challenge lies in making that success sustainable. To continue growing and thriving, it's important to build lasting habits that support your long-term success. In this chapter, we'll explore how to create habits that not only help you reach your goals, but also ensure that your achievements stick and continue to propel you forward. 1. The power of habits. Habits are the foundation of lasting success. When you turn something into a habit, it becomes part of your routine and no longer requires constant effort or decision-making. The beauty of habits is that they work on autopilot, allowing you to consistently progress toward your goals without overwhelming yourself. Research shows that it takes anywhere from 18 to 254 days to form a new habit, with the average being around 66 days. This means that persistence is key. If you keep showing up and putting in the work, eventually it becomes second nature. 2. Start small and build gradually. When it comes to building habits, start small. Trying to overhaul your entire life at once can be overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead, focus on one habit at a time and make it simple. Once you've successfully integrated one habit into your routine, you can begin adding more. For example, if your goal is to stay active, start by walking for 10 minutes a day. Once that feels easy, increase the time or intensity. Gradually building on small wins is the most effective way to create lasting habits that stick. 3. Make it part of your routine. Incorporating your new habit into your daily routine makes it easier to stick with it. Consistency is key. Try to do your habit at the same time each day or link it to an existing habit. This way, your brain will associate the new behavior with something familiar, making it easier to follow through. For instance, if you want to build a habit of reading every morning, do it right after brushing your teeth. Pairing a new habit with an existing one creates a natural flow in your day. 4. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is a powerful tool in building lasting habits. When you can see how far you've come, it reinforces the idea that you're moving in the right direction. Use a journal, a habit tracking app, or a simple calendar to mark off each day that you successfully complete your habit. This visual progress can serve as motivation, reminding you of how consistent you've been and giving you a sense of accomplishment along the way. It also makes it harder to let go of your new habit when you've already come this far. 5. Stay flexible and adjust when needed. Even with the best intentions, life can get in the way. There will be days when you miss a habit or fall off track. The key is not to beat yourself up, but to stay flexible and adjust your approach when needed. If something isn't working, it's okay to tweak it. The goal is to keep moving forward, even if it means adjusting your strategy. For instance, if your goal is to work out every day, but you find that you're struggling to find time, try switching to shorter workouts or doing them at a different time of day. Adapt your habits to fit your lifestyle, and don't let one missed day derail your progress. 6. Reinforce your success with rewards. Rewarding yourself for sticking to your habits can make the process more enjoyable and reinforce your commitment. The rewards don't have to be big or expensive. Simple things like a favorite treat, a relaxing activity, or a break can serve as effective motivators. By celebrating small wins, you give yourself a positive reinforcement loop that strengthens your new habit. Over time, your brain will associate the habit with pleasure, making it easier to continue doing it consistently. 7. Focus on long-term growth. As you continue to achieve your goals, remember that success is a journey, not a destination. It's important to focus on long-term growth rather than short-term results. Building lasting habits ensures that you're not just achieving one goal, but creating a lifestyle of continuous improvement. The key to long-term success is staying consistent, even when you don't see immediate results. Trust the process and keep focusing on the small steps that will add up over time. By prioritizing your growth and maintaining your habits, you set yourself up for sustained success. 8. Make self-reflection a regular practice. As you work to build lasting habits, make self-reflection a regular part of your routine. Set aside time to evaluate your progress. Think about what's working well and identify areas for improvement. It also serves as a reminder of how far you've come and why you started in the first place. Use this time to celebrate your successes and re-energize your commitment to your goals. 9. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Finally, remember the bigger picture. The habits you build today are the foundation for the life you want to create in the future. Every small step you take toward building a positive habit is a step closer to becoming the person you want to be. As you continue to grow and develop, keep your focus on your larger purpose and vision. Having a clear sense of why you're building these habits will give you the motivation to keep going, even when things get tough. Conclusion: your path to lifelong success. Building lasting habits isn't easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. By starting small, staying consistent, tracking your progress, and adapting as needed, you can create a life filled with successful habits that support your long-term growth. Remember, the journey doesn't end once you achieve a goal. It's an ongoing process of improvement and self-discovery. You have the power to shape your future through the habits you build today. Stay committed to your goals. Keep taking those small steps forward, and always keep an eye on the bigger picture. With time, consistency, and dedication, you'll create a life that reflects your dreams and aspirations. Your future success starts now, one habit at a time.